My friends, this is going to be a Soul Tribe check-in. I'm not sure how long this reading will be. I know I say that all the time. But I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys today. I didn't want to miss a day with you because I know that, when I'm away, I'll be missing you and I'll be wanting to do readings. So yeah, I just wanted to come on. I did get a numerology deck as well when I ordered those books. So I wanted to do just a little reading with the numerology cards. I have a cat licking my foot, which is, ugh, stop it. Thank you, Wally. But yeah, I wanted to come on and do just a little reading with you today. I was doing love readings today, and I have plans to, go outside with my kids after this. So, I'm on a time limit today. But yeah, not really, but kind of. So yeah, let's have a look. We have 5-5 adventure. Interesting. So you could be about to embark on some kind of adventure. I've actually been seeing 5-5 all day. It's crazy. In my readings, like 5-5 or 5-0-5 or 5-5-5. But take it as it resonates. I apologize for those of you who already messaged or commented on the Soul Tribe reading yesterday. I had to actually re-upload it because later on in the evening I realized that I had left out an entire part of the reading. Like I had drawn 3 cards and I said, oh, I'm going to read them all. And then that part was missing. So I re-uploaded it with the full version of the video. But I know that, I was very well aware that there were so many comments on that video that I ended up just deleting the video. So it's not that I wanted to delete your comments. That's not what it was. I can be a little bit of a perfectionist, and I just didn't know how I felt about having a video up there that was missing an entire 10 minutes. So anyway, yeah. Maybe you're having a really productive day today. Maybe you're not. I'm having a very productive day. Now we have 6-6. We've been seeing lots of that kind of combination in the Soul Tribe readings, like 5-5, 6-6, 7-7, 8-8. Healing, beautiful. So you could be focused on your healing right now, which is probably why you're here watching this reading. I was thinking about watching a movie with my kids tonight. I was thinking about watching, again, Soul Tribe reading, so I'm talking to you about pointless information. But I wanted to bring it up in case anybody else likes this movie. I was thinking about watching Raising Arizona with my kids. Raising Arizona was a movie that I would watch it and cry a little because for a while I didn't know if I'd be able to have kids or have a family. And if you don't know what Raising Arizona is, it's got Nicolas Cage in it, and I believe Holly Hunt. Don't quote me on that. That doesn't sound right. Is that right? Anyway, Holly Hunt? I don't know if that's right. Anyway, they want to have children, but they can't. He's an ex-felon, and she's a prison guard. I'm not spoiling anything. This happens in the first 2 minutes. And they fall in love and they realize they can't have children, so they end up kidnapping a baby. But anyway, something about this movie, I can't really talk about the ending without giving it away. But it was like the person, Nicolas Cage's character, it was like he knew he was supposed to have children. He mentions seeing a vision where he's surrounded by, I have chills right now, where he's surrounded by children and family and his kids and his kids' kids and a dog. And, again, I don't know why I'm telling you any of this, but it reminds me of those intuitive downloads that we get about our future that we, dismiss as a daydream or dismiss as wishful thinking. What if you're actually seeing a snippet of your future or a preview of another timeline, another path that's available to you? Anyway, yeah, interesting. And I also thought I'd tell you because, I mentioned my friend here sometimes, the one that was talking about angel numbers. Today, she messaged me and she was saying, she's like, I'm like seeing more angel numbers. She's like, last night I went down a rabbit hole with the angel numbers, and I'm like, yes. And I'm trying not to push, right? I'm trying not to push. I'm trying to be very gentle about it. Because I don't want to push anybody into an awakening. I don't think that's what it should be. I don't think we should be pushing people into anything, especially healing. They need to want to do it themselves. Like an alcoholic, they need to want to become sober themselves. But she was like mentioning having a dream about something, like not an actual, like, oh, I dreamt about something, but having like a dream, like Tangled, I have a dream. And I said, what is your dream? And she told me her dream, and I'm like, you can do that dream. And I mentioned to her because I feel like she's starting to, I mentioned to you that I was working out and I was talking to her about working out. So she started working out, then she stopped. Now she's back on it. And she said to me today, I feel a difference in my energy. I feel a difference in the way that I feel. I don't want to feel unhappy. I don't want to feel stuck anymore. I want to feel this. And I was like, I have goosebumps telling you guys about this. And again, I'm trying to be gentle. But I was telling her, I said, take that dream and run with it. Take that dream and start planning. Keep doing everything that you're doing. It's working. It's like raising your vibration. And I said, and I warned her about things to look out for. One, people who are telling you that you can't do it. People who are telling you that it's a pipe dream and that it'll never happen and you should spend your time thinking about better things. And then second, your own ego will try and tell you, I don't have enough money to do that. I could never do that. I never went to school for business. I never did this. I never did that. And then she said, I feel like I should dig out my tarot cards. And I'm like, you totally should. When you're in this energy and you're feeling uplifted and you're following angel numbers and you're having little intuitive messages about having a dream, take out those tarot cards and start, anyway, it's exciting. And again, I'm not trying to push it because I don't believe that we should be pushing anyone. Anyway, so let's get a card. Did I cut the deck? I did cut the deck, I believe. And we ended up with leadership on the bottom, 81. But I'm actually not going to read it. I'm being called to just see what comes out for you. So what do you need to hear? Numerology. What do you need to hear, my friends? We have, let me just take the one that came out. What? We have compassion, 99. And we also have patience, 2. So let's read compassion, and then we'll talk about what that patience might mean. Maybe you're having a hard time being compassionate with yourself. Maybe you need to learn how to be more compassionate and patient. I was listening to a Kino tarot reading today, and she was talking about how, sometimes people are so hard on themselves when it comes to expectations. So sometimes I saw leadership. So like sometimes people who like start a YouTube channel have the expectation that they're going to have this many followers in this amount of time. And when that doesn't happen, it can push them off their path. It can deter them. It can make them start thinking like, oh, people must not like me. I must not be good enough. I must not, blah. And sometimes you just need to be a little bit more patient before you reach those milestones and those expectations you have for yourself. 99 on page 121. This card indicates a need to be kind and compassionate towards others, especially those who extend beyond your family and circle of friends. Whether it's the ill-tempered clerk at the supermarket checkout or the homeless person on the street, you are being urged to look beyond your judgments and see what lies beneath. There's a lot of truth to saying, don't judge a man until you've walked a mile in his shoes. For how could you possibly know the story behind another's life? This is interesting. I feel the need to interrupt myself here because this is kind of how I've been approaching people with compassion and, remembering that everybody has a story and we don't know what's going on in everybody's life. And, I used to be scared of people like who would talk to themselves or who were singing in public. Like, can I just say how silly that is, that I used to be afraid of people who sang to themselves? And deep down, I feel like it's because they had the confidence to sing to themselves and sing out loud. They're enjoying music. Who said we can't be singing out loud? Who said it's weird to sing to yourself when you're standing at a bus stop? You know? But I would see someone who had the confidence to sing out loud to their Walkman, Discman. Yes, I know I'm talking old age here. Now it's their phone, I know. But I would see that and I'd be like scared of them. I'd be like, oh my gosh, like such a judgment. Like I used to be such a judgmental cow. I'm joking. I'm not actually putting myself down, but I used to be like judgmental. I used to judge people without thinking about their circumstances. So like I used to look at people singing and I'd be like, what is wrong with them? Like they're singing out loud at a bus stop, enjoying their music. Something must be wrong with them. Or, you know, maybe they were just happy and didn't care about what other people thought of them. And maybe deep down, my higher self was like, I want to be like that. And instead it came out as judgment, which is usually what judgment is anyway. Or, you know, yesterday when I took my kid into the city, I saw, you know, a rougher looking person walking down the street. I thought they were talking to themselves, but upon further investigation, there was someone slightly behind them that they were talking to. So they were actually having an argument while walking like, you know, I don't know how many feet, 15 feet, 20 feet in front of someone. It looked like a romantic situation. And again, I'm not saying this to put my partner down. But he said, yeah, I was wondering if there was something wrong with that person. You know, I saw them wearing pajama pants. And my first instinct, I looked at him and I was like, so what if he was wearing pajama pants? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, he's wearing pajama pants. And I'm like, who the hell cares that he's wearing pajama pants? Like, here's my Libra is shining through, my sense of justice. But like, it's because I'm already in that mind frame of like, why do we have to do the things that society tells us to do? Why can't we wear pajama pants? Like, why can't we? Who the hell says we can't wear pajama pants? Unless you work for like a big corporation and there's a dress code. Yes, I understand that. But to me, that's so silly. Anyway. Again, judging, you know, like, oh, they're wearing pajama pants. There must be something wrong with them. No. Maybe they're someone who, like I said to my partner, maybe there's someone who doesn't have like an office job. Maybe they don't have to wear pants. Maybe they don't like jeans, you know. A lot of people who weren't meant for this world, also known as autistic, ADHD, spiritual people, don't like wearing jeans or tight clothes. They have sensory issues, you know. My son doesn't want to wear anything but pajama bottoms because he doesn't like the way any material feels against his skin except pajama bottoms. Anyway, I don't even know what my point is. My point is we shouldn't be judging others. And I judged that person. My partner judged that person. And I judged them because I thought they were talking to themselves. Who cares if they were talking to themselves? Maybe they were talking to spirit. Anyway, last night I was on TikTok and for some reason all of these TikToks kept coming up. Maybe because I'm talking about it. But all of these TikToks kept coming up about how some people truly are starting to believe that there is, I actually saw someone using like a pendulum talking to spirit about it. But there's more and more people, you know, believing that autistic people, ADHD people, neurodivergent people are actually just highly spiritual people, empaths. I actually saw a really interesting article about someone who was ADHD, who after they spiritually awakened, their ADHD symptoms weren't as bad. They decreased a huge amount after they spiritually awakened, and they were more accepting of who they were. You know, when I was in the city yesterday, I was talking to a doctor about it, and he was asking me, you know, why did you come off your medication, your ADHD meds? And I said, because I didn't feel, I got to a point where I was like, I'm accepting of who I am. I don't feel the need to dull those things about myself. Also, I said to him, I don't live the type of job, I don't live the type of life where I have to be functioning as, I didn't say this to him, but like a programmed little robot like everybody else. I don't, I, I'm an entrepreneur, so I live my own schedule. So those are all the reasons I decided to come off medication. I didn't tell him because, one of the reasons I came off medication is because I wanted to be able to channel more effectively. But that is one of the reasons. But it feels to me like more people who are neurodivergent are realizing that they are spiritual, and they're just not built for this humanly experience. Anyway, here I am trying to not ramble on, and I'm not rambling. Stop it, Kelly. Channeling. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged. This is the last card in the deck. Sorry. That's magic. I tell you guys, that's magic. And 99 completion. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to open your heart and mind to see others through the eyes of love. Every time you feel someone else's pain as if it was your own, you raise your personal vibration and the vibration of the world. When you show kindness towards a stranger, you are living as your higher self. When you're understanding and loving, you align yourself with the divine. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to show compassion towards others. As you broaden your understanding of other cultures, personalities, and points of view, you increase the potential avenues to make your dreams come true. Observation without judgment is the key to your success. And your affirmation is, I am compassionate towards others and I attract the same in return. And one of the things, I think it's very important that we do pay attention to who we're judging and what those judgments are. And then to me, that's like a whole learning lesson. Like if you're feeling judgmental towards someone else, think about why. What is it triggering within you? What within you, why are you judging that person? Anyway, so that's that card. I'm actually going to shuffle out today. I'm not going to do the bottom of the deck. If that card wants to come out, we know it'll come out, right? We know that by now. We have 19 pride. So we have a lot of ones, or we have a lot of nines here. We actually have 3 nines, 999. I believe that's like emergency services over in the UK. Is it not? Call 999? Is that not it? Anyway. I'm looking for 999. It's not in this book. 19, so sun energy, pride. Possibly some ego here. We'll see what the card says. Lots of purple, third eye chakra. I don't think every card is purple. No, definitely not. So you're getting 2 purple cards, very symbolic with third eye chakra. This card indicates a need to swallow your pride to improve your current situation and quality of life. So maybe there's something you're being prideful about. By admitting when you're wrong and choosing to see another point of view, whether this person is right or wrong, you raise your vibration, which brings you closer to your dreams. The bottom line is if you want to create a happy, harmonious life, you must let go of your need to be right or in control. As I'm talking about being a Libra and I have such a strong sense of justice. But seriously, I was talking to you guys a month ago. Was it a month ago? Month and a half ago? About how I needed to let go of my need to argue and defend myself. I needed to release that. I'm done defending myself to people. I'm done arguing, proving myself. Anyway. To overpower, belittle, or punish another goes against the nature of your soul and takes you out of alignment. Yet when you have the courage to own up to your mistakes, you align yourself with Source. Admitting when you're wrong builds character. Admitting to your mistakes. Admitting when you're wrong builds character, inner strength, and self-esteem. It opens the door for resolution and creates better relationships with others. Stubbornness and pride get you nowhere, but humility and compromise bring you closer to the realization of your dreams. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to rise above your ego. Rather than go it alone because you're too stubborn to back down. Ooh, I'm feeling called out right now. You must cooperate with others. When you swallow your pride, you can make your dreams come true. And your affirmation, I admit my mistakes and improve my quality of life. It's hard when you're stuck in your pride. For some reason, when I was holding this card, I couldn't help thinking about my father. Because my father is someone who's very stuck in his pride. And rather than ever admit that he was wrong, ever, he stays in that pride and it keeps him very alone and isolated. So maybe there's something that, maybe there's some accountability that you need to be taking. I was even hearing that this could be someone in your energy, someone you are energetically connected to. Who, because I was thinking about my father, so this could be someone that you're energetically connected to, not you. So if you're not resonating with this card, if you're someone who's like, I'm taking accountability, I'm showing up for myself every day, taking accountability, it could be that someone you're attached to is in their pride. Because like I said, I brought up my father for a reason. So I'm seeing someone you're attached to, whether that's love, friendship. It could be someone who's, afraid of taking accountability. Anyway, take it as it resonates. And let's get another. We do have love on the bottom. So it could be that someone, a past lover connected to your energy didn't want to admit something here. And we have self-discipline, 41. Parents could be symbolic because parenting is on the bottom. Not that I'm reading it. We're going to read what comes out today, I'm being told. 2, 3, 4 on the timer. You're on the right path. 41. So 41, self-discipline. And 41, 4 is Emperor energy. So maybe this has to do with your own stability. Or also Magician energy with 1. This card indicates a need for self-discipline, motivation, and action to improve your quality of life. It's funny because for some reason I was hearing working out, like physical activity. By drawing this card, you are being reminded that you need to meet the universe halfway because your dreams won't manifest themselves. Manifestation 1. This is time to clarify your goals and plan to prioritize your ideas and actions. Emperor energy. The mental, emotional, and physical action needed. Then take the mental, emotional, and physical action needed to make your dreams come true. Emperor energy and Magician, having the confidence to go after your dreams. You are being encouraged to rein in any thoughts and emotions that are contrary to what you're trying to attract. Rather than letting your doubts and worries consume you, you must have the strength and willpower to focus predominantly on your dreams. You can attain these goals with a strong, disciplined mind when you surrender the outcome to the divine. It's so funny because that's basically what I said to my friend today. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to or harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to be motivated and strong. This is where you need to play your part. The universe will provide the opportunities, but you need to see them through. And your affirmation, with self-discipline and action, I make my dreams come true. I'm actually being called to take a picture of this and send it to my friend. So I am going to do that when I'm done this reading. And we'll get one more out of this deck. And then I'm going to read to you, not the book we were reading yesterday. I'm being called to get that Messages from the Universe book for you. So let's see what comes out. So I kept seeing a green card wanting to come out, which is interesting. And we have environment 44. Fours about stability. So maybe finding stability in your own environment. Maybe this has to do with your house. Environment. I just heard maybe the company you keep. This card indicates a time to focus on environmental awareness. Interesting. By educating yourself about what's going on behind the scenes. Honor Mother Earth as a living, breathing entity and recognize that we are privileged to be here as her guests. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to dig deep and look beyond the surface to question whether your personal and political decisions are in the best interests of the planet. A great way to start is by watching the documentary Thrive. Oh my gosh, I'm being so called out by spirit right now. Somebody actually commented on a soul tribe reading once that I should watch Thrive. And it's by visiting www.thrivemovement.com. And I didn't watch it. And now I'm like, Spirit's like, you better watch it now. So the By watching the documentary Thrive, by visiting www.thrivemovement.com. So I'm going to watch it. I don't know about you, but I'm going to watch it. We have an overabundance of 9s, 4s, and 1s in your reading today. This card also encourages you to recycle and to use environmentally friendly products when you can. Perhaps you could explore organic foods or try growing your own fruits and vegetables. The more aware and self-sufficient you become, the more control you have over your health and what you put into your body. By doing your part to raise public awareness, you inspire others to do the same. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to raise environmental awareness. Educate your children and family members as well as your friends. When we realize that we're all in this together, we can make significant change. By recognizing and appreciating the connection to nature, the animal kingdom, and Mother Earth, you align yourself with Source and the essence of your soul. And your affirmation, I show respect for Mother Earth and align myself with Source. So yeah, maybe you're someone who doesn't recycle. Maybe you need to start recycling. Something to think about, and maybe watch that documentary Thrive. I know I'm going to. Maybe I'll make my partner watch it with me. Not make, but suggest. Anyway, so I'm going to grab that book. Just hang on a sec. So I was called to look up 99 for you. So let's have a look at what 99 is. The act of love. When you're in love, how do you feel? How do you act? How do you see the world? What's your perspective on yourself? What sort of music do you listen to? What do you wear? How do you walk, talk, act, and think? Start acting and feeling like that every day, and you'll be living on cloud 9. So really interesting. I just want to share with you guys something. I've noticed that one way that I avoid emotion is I stop listening to music. And I noticed that recently I had stopped listening to music. So yesterday I realized that anytime I stop listening to music, it's because I'm suppressing something. So yesterday I started listening to music again. So maybe that's symbolic to you. It's just this thing about what sort of music do you listen to when you're in love? So maybe you're someone who's being called to listen to like happy love music. I don't know. Maybe it's because that's what you're attracting in. I just wanted to mention it in case some of you do that. Like, I love music so much. Anytime that I'm not listening to music, I should have really learned by now that it's because I'm suppressing something. Is that the right term? I'm holding something in. I'm not wanting to deal with something emotionally. Music is, like I've told you guys, that's the way I awakened. I awakened crying like a baby on my bathroom floor, listening to random music. Don't knock it until you try it. Let's continue reading. The truth is, your body and deeper mind don't understand the difference between acting as if and reality. When you act as if, your whole body system, body and mind, will gradually begin producing the chemicals and emotional reactions of being in love. Moreover, because you are matching yourself to the energy of love, you will be so magnetic it will begin to show up in all areas of your life. And remember, not just romantic love, lots of love. Today I was thinking about that. I was standing in my bathroom. I don't know if it was this reading. During one of these readings, my cat was licking my foot. And it occurred to me, like, there's so many times where my animals approach me and I'm just so like in a muggle mindset that I don't even like acknowledge them, and that breaks my heart. I love my animals. I spend a lot of time with my animals, you know, talking to my animals, petting my animals. But like today I noticed that like when I was getting ready, my cat came into my bathroom and was laying by my feet, purring, having a bath while I was like washing my face and stuff. It was like he was, you know, what's it called when you have a partner to do tasks? Anyway, it was like he was accompanying me in my tasks. And I don't know how many times he does that, probably every day. And do you know how many, like, I thought about it and I never just take a few minutes out of my time in that circumstance to like spend a few minutes petting him and giving him love. Like, yes, I give him love. Yes, I visit with him. Yes, he's like lives in my room, sleeps on my bed. But today it occurred to me that I have someone like a little white cat wanting to give me love right now while I'm busy doing muggle things. And I thought, I'm going to take a few minutes to sit down and actually pet him and spend some time with him. You know, I like I said, I do spend time with my pets, but it was like recognizing in that moment there was a soul there, right there, wanting to give me love, wanting my affection, wanting my attention. And just because it's an animal, you know, it's still a soul, it's still a soulmate. Anyway, so seeing that there's love, not just romantic love is my point, that it actually is all around you. I know we've already spoke about that. Someone, you know, I'm not giving attention to negative comments anymore. I don't know if you've noticed that. I have the strength to climb any mountain in front of me. That's your affirmation. But I do want to, I don't want to have to explain myself. But there's a reason why I interrupt myself when I'm reading, and it's because I'm not from this earthly plane. And where I come from, our memories kind of disappear kind of quickly. ADHD, it's kind of like they're there one second, they're gone the next. So, you know, I've had people ask me, why do you keep interrupting yourself? And again, I don't want to explain myself, but I am explaining myself. Thanks, Spirit. My guides were just like, what do you think you're doing right now? You're over explaining yourself. You're making excuses for yourself. Like, just shut up. But sometimes if I don't say it when I'm thinking it, that thought's gone forever. So that's why I interrupt myself. Anyway, stop explaining yourself, Kelly. Okay, got it. Thank you. The truth is, your body... No, I already read that. Moreover, because you are matching yourself to the energy of love, you will be so magnetic it will begin to show up in all areas of your life. That's where I got the memory of the cat. If you're not with someone right now, it will begin to draw love to you. And if you are in a relationship already, it will draw out more romance in your interactions. So get going. Love the universe. And I'm just going to read, let's just read one more, because that's all I'm going to do today. So we'll just read one more. Interesting. I decided to take the two cards that first came out, 99 and 19. And we have the magic of love. And I'm hearing, it's on page 55. I'm hearing The Power of Love by Celine Dion. Anyway, apply love to everything you do in life and see the miracles begin to appear. Doing something with love supercharges it energetically. It's interesting because whenever, like, I used to make homemade bread a lot, and I used to like, there were days where I would like purposely say like, I'm putting extra love into it. And whenever I did that, that bread was so good. And then on the days where I was like pissed off and making bread, or feeling angry at the world, or feeling upset, and I would make bread, it wouldn't rise right. Like it wouldn't cook right. It would be like dense and heavy. And now I'm feeling called to tell you about the movie Simply Irresistible, which no. Is that what it's called? That's not what it's called. I don't think it's called Simply Irresistible. Maybe it is. Hang on. It was called Simply Irresistible. My stupid ego. Anyway, it was called Simply Irresistible. The only reason I'm mentioning it to you is because there may be anytime I feel called to tell you to watch something or listen to something, I believe it's because there could be a message in it for you. The same way when I feel called to watch something, there's usually a message in it for me. Anyway, the movie is about like her putting her emotions, she's magic, and she realizes that her emotions and her magic are going into her food. So if she's like crying while she's cooking, then everybody who eats her food starts crying. Anyway, it just came up when I was reading this. I saw that movie. So there are messages in movies. Doing something with love supercharges it energetically. Same with sending love to people, things, and situations. It draws ideal circumstances, people, events, and energies to you. Try it for 30 days and see the magic move through your life. And make sure you note down all the little miracles so that you can remember them all. And it's also important to show gratitude when miracles start appearing in your life. The more you show gratitude to those miracles, the more that appear. Really interesting. This just came off the top of a deck. And it says alone time, be still, self-love, ritual, clean space, deep breathing. So that could be you. I know you can't see the words, but I just wanted to show it to you. And I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you lots of love and light, my friends. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a longer soul reading. And yeah, have a good night. Enjoy tonight, whatever it is that you're doing. Be sure to show gratitude for something, anything. And yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you for listening to me.